after big success in Europe, last couple of years we did a huge success first with the Fight Channel and then with the FFC, with the live events. I think this is a really natural step. And with my friend and business partner, John Smith, I found a great combination that we are starting to do something together in US. And the first reactions are more than good, and I think that the American audience will see great FFC shows very soon. My original business, my core business is production and TV, but I'm involved in the fighting business more than 15 years, almost 20 years. So I think those two combinations already gave big results, and I'm just trying to transfer the success from Europe to US. And with the help of Hoplite and my partner John Smith, I think I'll make it.
And what has your relationship been like with Hoplite and John Smith?
Our first and base relationship is that we are friends. We are friends almost 10 years, and we never did something together. And now I think we discussed last year, and both of us, we decided, okay, now it's time that we are doing something together, and it must be big. So this will be a big show together, yeah.
Well, you know, the first time I worked for Fight Channel in Zagreb, Croatia, it's hard to believe it's this long, but 2002, we did an event over there, an MMA event, and then a couple more since that. The last one was about 3 years ago. And a fantastic turnout. You know, Orsat has the Fight Channel, and it's been very successful in Europe, and so he's going to bring it here and team up with you know, some producers and production companies here in America, and you know, bring the public what they want to see. You know, there's a great fan base out there for MMA, especially along with the UFC. UFC has a great audience and everything, but there's just a hungry fan base that wants to see more and more. So I think Fight Channel can provide that. Every time I worked in Zagreb and in Croatia, it's almost like being with family. And his relationship with his fighters is just a pleasant thing to watch, because you know, after 35 years of doing announcing for different events, I've seen some things that are like, oh my gosh, I hate to see that people get treated like that. In this case, it's just always a really good relationship with you know, fighters and managers, and I think that really makes for good entertainment, to have guys that come in that are athletic, want to compete, want to be a part of something that's growing and getting bigger, and so that's what Fight Channel provides.
What makes it unique? You know, you have 35 years of experience. What makes this unique? You know, maybe a cut above, or just a little bit different than other either Fight Channels or other like that.
Yeah, you know, to say it's a cut above, there's an element of the love of a sport. You know, there's business and people that treat sports, televised sports, like this is business. Let's make a special production. Let's have fancy lights, this and that. And when somebody has comes in like he has for all these years with something that he started like right at the bottom, and basically out of a little room in Zagreb, and just watched it grow. It's great to see somebody that has that love and has that passion, you know, to bring really good events and good competition. And I'm glad I've been a part of like 3 or 4 events in Europe for him, and I hope to see more here. Whether I work for him or not, I'll be there.
What has your relationship been like with the Fight Channel? And
well, I've known Orsat for almost 10 years. Him and my wife have been really good friends. That was actually how we met. I went to a bunch of Orsat's fights. We actually never talked business, which was kind of ironic. And then a couple years ago, we started, after going to a bunch of his events, I was like, why aren't you doing this in the US? And he's like, well, I'm going to, but in like 5 years, 6 years. And I was like, no. We need to bring it to America like right now, because American fight fans, Americans love good fights. We love underdog stories. Orsat's league brings fighters from Australia, Thailand, New Zealand, Belgium, all over the world. So the idea was, I can take somebody that's a good friend of mine and say, look, let's bring your promotion into the US, and hopefully we can make a lot of noise. What's unique about Orsat's league is all these fighters have a ton of heart. I mean, you're watching guys come out, and they're not. as stereotypical as it sounds, or as cliche as it sounds, it's not about the money as much as it is about these guys saying we want to fight on this promotion because the production quality is amazing. I mean, we have almost 300 people inside of this launch party in the US. It was minimally advertised, invite only. People are watching highlights on a 27-foot screen tonight, and the highlights they're watching are of guys that went in that ring to literally just bang. I mean, these guys are there giving it their all, and again, the uniqueness is you still have that showmanship and that championship and that camaraderie where after these guys have just beat the snot out of each other, they're hugging in the ring, they're high-fiving, and that's something that's just really, really cool to see, because at the end of the day, as much as they're butting heads, there's still remaining a level of respect for one another when they leave the ring.